What's something people don't know about the platypus? This creature is more bizarre and fascinating than you might think. Ah, the platypus. Nature's own Swiss Army knife of surprises. Did you know platypuses are one of the only mammals that lay eggs? Yes, you heard that right. They lay eggs. And if that wasn't peculiar enough, they hunt with their eyes, ears and nostrils closed, navigating through murky waters using a special sensor in their bills that detects electric fields. And here's a kicker, they're venomous. The males have a spur on their hind legs that can deliver a venom potent enough to cause severe pain to humans. Not your typical cuddly mammal, eh? And for the grand finale, platypuses don't have stomachs. Their food goes from the esophagus straight into the intestines.
Ah, the honey badger, nature's bold bruiser, famously fearless and as tough as nails. Did you know that honey badgers have skin so thick and loose it can turn almost completely around within it, foiling predators during an attack? Indeed, this allows them to twist and bite their assailant. Quite the escape artists. These creatures are also renowned for their intelligence. They use tools, yes tools, to catch their meals and make their lives easier. A honey badger might use sticks, rocks or even mud to accomplish tasks, from climbing to foraging. And speaking of meals, honey badgers are not picky eaters. They'll dine on anything from birds and turtles to venomous snakes. Their diet is as varied as their methods. They even have a resistance to snake venom, allowing them to chow down on cobras and survive bites that would fell lesser beings. So next time you hear someone called as tough as a honey badger, know that it's a compliment of the highest order. How far do kangaroos jump? Why don't we find out? These remarkable creatures can leap over 3 times their own height. That's the length of a minibus from just one hop. But it's not just their jumping prowess that's fascinating. Did you know kangaroos can't move backwards? It's forward all the way for these marsupials. Their unique way of moving saves energy, making them the marathon runners of the outback. And speaking of energy, a baby kangaroo, or joey, is only the size of a grape when born. Yet it climbs into its mother's pouch, where it continues to grow and thrive. Next time you watch a kangaroo, notice their ears. They can rotate independently, listening for sounds from all directions. A handy skill when you're in the wild. So the next time you think of kangaroos, remember they're not just amazing jumpers, they're survivors, adapted beautifully to their environment. Why otters are very important to our ecosystem. These creatures aren't just cute, they're cunning, they're clever, and they're crucial to their habitats. Otters, with their playful antics and furry faces, are more than just adorable. They're also master tool users, often using rocks to crack open tough shells. It's a skill not many animals possess, but that's not all. Did you know they have a favorite rock? That's right, many otters keep a special rock for smashing shells, and they store it in a built-in pocket of skin under their arms. How handy is that? And here's a heartwarming tidbit. Otters hold hands while they sleep to keep from drifting apart. This behavior, known as rafting, isn't just cute, it's a survival strategy in the flowing rivers and oceans. Moreover, these incredible creatures play a vital role in their ecosystem. By feeding on sea urchins, they help preserve kelp forests, which in turn supports countless marine lives. So the next time you see an otter, remember, there's more to them than meets the eye. You need to hear this if you're a wildlife enthusiast. Dive into the mysterious and captivating life of lemurs. Ready to be amazed? Lemurs, with their wide, saucer-like eyes and long, bushy tails, are more than just cute. They're the only primates who use scent as their primary form of communication. And did you know? Some lemurs can leap over 25 feet in a single bound. From the tiny mouse lemur, which weighs as much as a light bulb, to the sociable ring-tailed lemur, famed for its black and white tail, these creatures are full of surprises. Orcas, often called killer whales, aren't actually whales at all. They're the largest members of the dolphin family. These magnificent creatures can be found in every single ocean, from the frigid Arctic and Antarctic regions to tropical seas. Orcas are known for their striking black and white appearance, but did you know each orca has a unique pattern of white patches, much like a human fingerprint? This helps researchers identify individuals in the wild. Speaking of wild, orcas are incredibly intelligent and versatile predators. They have diverse diets, but some pods specialize in hunting specific prey. For instance, some prefer fish while others hunt marine mammals like seals. And here's a splash of intelligence for you. Orcas use sophisticated hunting techniques. One method, known as wave washing, involves creating waves to wash seals off ice floes into the water. Lastly, orca societies are matriarchal, meaning groups are led by an older... I'm sure you've heard the news about these spiky little creatures, but do you know what makes hedgehogs truly unique? Join us for a minute of hedgehog wonders. Hedgehogs are nature's little adventurers and have a few tricks under their spines. First off, their name. It comes from their peculiar foraging methods. These little chaps snuffle through hedges and undergrowth, making pig-like grunts as they search for their dinner. Speaking of spines, did you know a hedgehog has between 5,000 and 7,000 of them? Each spine lasts about a year before dropping out and being replaced. And here's a fun fact. Hedgehogs are immune to snake venom. Yes, they can happily chomp on snakes without a worry. When threatened, they don't just rely on their prickly exterior. They curl into a tight ball so only their spines are exposed, making them a tough meal to swallow. Ever seen a hedgehog swim? They're quite good at it and can even dog paddle. So there you have it, some amazing facts about these delightful creatures that prove they're more than just a cute face with... Why do people think sharks are just mindless eating machines? Let's dive into some fantastic facts that'll change your mind. Sharks are not just survivors, they're innovators. Unlike most fish, some sharks can actually breathe while stationary by using a nifty trick called buccal pumping. Think all sharks are out to get you? Think again. Out of over 500 species, only a handful are known to be dangerous to humans. Most are quite shy and would rather swim away than have a meet and greet. And talk about dental innovation, sharks can have up to 3,000 teeth at once, and they keep replacing them throughout their lives. That's like having an unlimited tooth fairy bonus. Here's a brainy fact. Recent studies show that sharks are pretty clever. They can learn, remember, and even socialize. That's right, some sharks hang out in groups and might even gossip. Just kidding. Or am I? So next time you think about sharks, remember they're not just ocean villains, but incredible survivors with some jaw-dropping tricks up their sleeve. How much does a bear eat in a day? Let's dive into some interesting facts about these fascinating beings. Firstly, bears have an incredible sense of smell, far superior to dogs or even us humans. They can detect food, cubs, a mate or predators from miles away. Imagine sniffing out a meal several football fields away. Now, while most bears do hibernate, not all do. The giant panda, for instance, stays active all year round. Quite the busy bee, wouldn't you say? And speaking of eating, a grizzly can devour up to 90 pounds of food each day during peak seasons. That's like eating 360 hamburgers in one sitting. Lastly, did you know bears can stand and walk briefly on their hind legs? It's not just a party trick. It gives them a better view and smell of their surroundings. So next time you're out in the wild or at your local zoo, give a nod to these incredible creatures who continue to surprise and captivate us all. Are you baffled by the sheer strength of hippos? Today we're uncovering the truth behind these water giants. Believe it or not, these hefty creatures can crush a watermelon with their jaws like it's a grape. And yes, they can easily tip over a small car. But it's not just brute strength. Hippos are surprisingly agile in water, outswimming many humans. So next time you think of challenging a hippo to a tug of war, you might want to reconsider. Stay curious and keep exploring the animal kingdoms. If you're fascinated by the mysteries of the deep, then prepare to dive into the dark waters of the ancient Megalodon. Once ruling the prehistoric oceans, the Megalodon was a behemoth, 3 times the size of a great white shark. With teeth as large as dinner plates, this giant could crush bones and shells without a second thought. Its bite force exceeded 40,000 pounds per square inch, enough to pulverize the toughest armor. Scientists estimate it roamed our seas over 20 million years ago, dominating the marine food chain. Yet, despite its extinction, tales of its might stir in the depths, fueling legends and nightmares alike. The Megalodon, a ghostly titan of the ancient seas, continues to captivate and terrify us to this day. Why otters are very important to our ecosystem. These creatures aren't just cute, they're cunning, they're clever, and they're crucial to their habitats. Otters, with their playful antics and furry faces, are more than just adorable. They're also master tool users, often using rocks to crack open tough shells. It's a skill not many animals possess, but that's not all. Did you know they have a favorite rock? That's right, many otters keep a special rock for smashing shells, and they store it in a built-in pocket of skin under their arms. How handy is that? And here's a heartwarming tidbit. Otters hold hands while they sleep to keep from drifting apart. This behaviour, known as rafting, isn't just cute, it's a survival strategy in the flowing rivers and oceans. Moreover, these incredible creatures play a vital role in their ecosystem. By feeding on sea urchins, they help preserve kelp forests, which in turn supports countless marine lives. So the next time you see an otter, remember, there's more to them than meets the eye.